Hi, it's Nige from Bentley on a Budget. Today we're going to be looking at how to prepare your car for the cold hard winter ahead. Maybe you're lucky and you live somewhere nice and warm, but even if you do, there are a few things in here that you might find useful. So keep watching. Great as these cars are, they do have a few problems, and that's because they're what we call a pillarless coupe. Basically they don't have a frame around the glass. That means that you're reliant on the seal between your glass and the rubbers that go around your door apertures to keep the rain out, and that can't always be relied on. So we've got a solution for that, and there's a few more tips as well. Keep watching. My name's Nige and this is my car Nelly. We're just coming up to winter, and as you can see she actually lives on the street, which doesn't sound too complimentary, but we have to do what we can. We don't have a garage, and so we have to protect her in every way that's possible. So to help me, I brought my magic baggie along, and inside the magic baggie I've got a number of things. First is my portable tyre inflator, really useful, because obviously in winter the air pressure around us reduces, it lowers, and so the pressure within the tyres reduces as well, and you probably find that your TPMS sensor comes on and warns that you need some more pressure in there. Second thing, cloths. Lots of microfiber cloths, because we're going to do a bit of leaf maintenance today. Some maintenance spray for your hinges, locks and bits and bobs like that. A toothbrush. This is a dental toothbrush for dentures, but it's got a stiff side and it's got a pointy edge, which is really useful. Look at that. And a little tub, because I don't like spraying things all over the place, to spray them into the tub and then use a brush. The final thing that we're going to be using is a thing called ZF Gumi-pfledge, which is made by Liqui in Germany, and it's meant to soften the rubbers, which is going to help us maintain the rubber seals in our car. So your door seals that maintain the seal to keep the water out are the ones that I'm referring to here. So the ones go around the bottom of the edge in particular, but also across the top and under that feature there. Now these are incredibly expensive. I'd be lying if I said exactly how much, but I think they were about 1,500 quid. So it's not something you want to be replacing a lot of. And the reason we have to keep these in good condition and how we do it is by lubricating them with the Liqui Moli, can't pronounce it, big German word, but basically we apply that with our brush and it keeps them soft and supple. This is a particularly bad area for damage. If a door gets slightly misaligned, it's quite a lot of detail in here and this can go badly wrong. So we're going to give those a good do. And equally on the door itself, we have more seals which run around, and again you can see the amount of detail that's in those to try and keep the water from going down into the bottom of your door. So underneath your door panels there are a number of drain channels which need to be kept clear. You can do that just by sticking a zip tie or something similar in that hole there and in the other ones further down, and that keeps the door draining when water does actually get in, which is pretty much unavoidable. So as you can see, carefully scrubbing in the Gumi-pfledge, whatever it's called, into all of these rubber bits, and it's amazing how dirty all that black rubber was, very manky. So we're going to go all the way around every seal and inside these bits, everything basically that can stiffen up, get a bit dry and hard and not do its job properly, all the way around the doors, both sides, and then on into the boot compartment. We're going to be doing the same on these. Like I say, these are really expensive things to replace, and if you don't have to replace them, then that seems to make sense to me. Look there, you can just see that my seal's actually folded over in itself and got stuck there, probably in hot weather. So I'm hoping by applying this and then gently teasing it out over a period of weeks and months even, I might be able to sort it out. And now I'm going back into my little baggie. We have a tiny rummage in it. And what have we got? Some microfiber cloth. Because the second part of this procedure is to actually rub it in with a cloth and take it off where it shouldn't be. Interesting point about this, it actually has a very low freezing point, so it can help your windows recover from winter. So something that's going to build up across the year is the amount of detritus that gets caught between your hinges and under your bonnet and all areas such as that. So it's a good time, and certainly before you start spraying any liquids about, to give them a clean out and keep all the drain channels and drainways clear. Do that for under your bonnet as well. There is another video that I've done that shows you how to get under the scuttle on your car, but please let me know if you have any problems finding that. And although we've spoken about this before, it does bear repeating that this time of the year when a lot of leaves and things are floating down from the trees, get them all picked out. Don't let them get under the scuttle there. And it's worth probably, if you've not done it over the summer, lifting the bonnet, taking the wiper arms off and cleaning out underneath there, because an awful lot will gather. Here's a really good example that I've actually been on top of these for in the last few weeks alone. All of this stuff starts raining down from the trees and it breaks down into a compost. That compost then gets underneath and into the drain channels. When those drain channels fill up, you're looking at a very, very costly problem with electronics. So just do this every week or so. Whenever you clean the car, make sure that this is all clear, and it will reduce the risk of that. Now obviously this is surface stuff, and there will be some that's got underneath, and did make a video about this, so I'll refer you to that in the top right hand of the screen. If you look, there'll be a link to it, and it shows you how to actually take out this cover. You have to take the wiper arms off first, and then this seal around the bottom, and the whole thing will lift out, and you can get in there with a vacuum cleaner and do a better job of it. So obviously also a good time of the year to keep on top of sort of basic maintenance. A little squirt of a lubricant onto your hinges so that slams down nicely. You could probably be putting grease on these, to be fair, but I haven't got any on me, so you can tell me off if you like, but it's better than nothing as long as you don't overdo it. The other part to do is obviously around the hinges, and again it's better if you brush this on, but I can't do that one-handed. So you're trying to get to all of the joints inside and out without mucking everything up with too much spray. Too much spray is nearly as bad, because that's what everything sticks to, and I would recommend that you use a lithium grease on this rather than a WD type product. This is obviously an excellent time to check that your coolant antifreeze is in good order, and so we're going to remove the lid from this, have a look inside. I can see I am just below the minimum mark, so I'm going to sort that out and get some approved antifreeze for in there, make sure that we're okay for winter, and we'll get that back on. And also it's a good time to make sure that you've got antifreeze in your well, not antifreeze, but a screen wash with antifreeze in it in your wiper bottle. Just a question on wipers as well. Never ever 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 try to clear your windscreen with your wipers when it's frosty. These wipers are about 30 quid a piece, and you'd be lucky if it only knackers those up. If it's completely frozen to the screen, then you could find yourself with a bigger bill changing linkages on the wiper motor and things like that. So best advice, try to avoid it if you can. Thought my mic had gone then. So there's just a few tips of how to prepare your car for winter. Hope they've been useful to you. I do have one bonus tip though. And this is the time of the year when the temperature outside and inside changes a lot, and that can give rise to condensation forming in the vehicle. I'm going to have another tiny rummage in my little baggie. Oh, what do we have here? Now this is a really simple one, guys. It's available anywhere. I got this from the pound shop, I think. It's actually not even a quid, it was 69p. And what it's going to help me do is keep down the condensation from forming inside the car during the winter months. Now you might think that it's caused by damp getting into the car and water and drains, and that could be true. I don't think it is of mine because I've done them all, but nevertheless, when the temperature changes rapidly outside and inside the car, condensation forms and it drops on the cold surface. So this will help by soaking that up, and hopefully that means I'm not going to have to be wiping my windscreen clean every morning when I get in. We'll see. And there we have it. It's almost like Bentley knew I was going to do this because they put this handy hanger on my windscreen. There's my little baggie. Obviously I'm not going to drive with that in place, but as I say, if I get up in the morning and I come into the car and it's not all steamed up and needing a 10-minute warm up before I can use it, then that's got to be a good thing. I'll let you know how I get on with it. So that's a very quick guide to some of the basics you need to be doing ahead of winter. Hope you found it useful. If you have, please hit the like button and let me know. If you've any comments, I'd love you to leave those as well. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. It makes a big difference to me and the channel. Thanks for watching and happy motoring.